Greetings and welcome to Cookery with Mason Storm. I'm your host, Mason Storm. Today we're going to be making ourselves some simple cream soup. And it's got chicken and gnocchi in it, so it's chicken gnocchi cream soup. Let me show you how it's done. To begin with, I had a package of frozen spinach, which I didn't really know what I was going to use in, so I decided to throw it in this. Got a small onion that I diced up, some celery, carrots, a package of gnocchi. You can usually get this in the grocery store. It's in the pasta section. It's a potato dumpling. I've got some cream here, about a cup and a half. Got 4 chicken breasts diced up, and I'm going to use about 1.5 liters of chicken broth. Of course, we need to decide on our method of cooking. I decided to go with the crock pot. Could have done the standard pot, but the crock pot, haven't done that in a while, so I thought it'd be fun. I use these liners here, and they really make the cleanup a lot easier. Nothing really sticks to the liner, then you just separate it and it makes cleaning a breeze. Like most crock pot recipes, this is incredibly easy. All we're going to do is pile in our ingredients into our crock pot and then cook it for a prolonged, extended period of time. Don't add your gnocchi in now, add it in at the end or it will get soggy. Now I added the cream to my crock pot here at the start. That may or may not be the greatest of ideas. What can happen is that if it gets too hot and your fluids start to boil, it can make your cream kind of curdle, especially if you have a lighter cream like milk or 10%. If you got 35%, usually you're a little bit more better off, but if you want to do it nice and long and slow and you can keep the temperature down, you're fine adding your cream in now. If you want to do it a little bit faster on like the medium or high setting on your crock pot, you're better off leaving it out and adding it in later. Just to prevent that from happening. Now about a half hour before you want to eat your soup, it's time to add in your gnocchi and just kind of dump it in to the soup and just kind of give it a little bit of a quick mix. Now as far as seasoning, I like to do my seasoning at the end when I can add stuff in and taste it. I generally have better luck with that rather than seasoning it at the start and you got raw chicken hanging out with water and you just can't taste it. For my additives to the soup, I have a tablespoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of black pepper, some nutmeg, half a cup of flour, 1 cup of water. I'm going to use that to thicken it. This is an old gravy train recipe. So you just add your flour to your water and you mix it. Now because the water is cold, the flour doesn't clump up. So that's the secret to this technique. So then we just keep stirring it with a fork till it's all nice and combined and we have no lumps. And you can make your soup as thick as you want. You can turn your soup into stew with this method. Thick it right up. So once that's kind of got the proper consistency, we dump that into our soup and it will thicken it up over time as our gnocchi does its final cooking phase. And as far as our seasonings go, we add it and then we can try it. And if we need to add more, we can add more. It's best to do it in little increments. You add a little bit of spice, a little bit of salt, stir it, try it, see where it is. Need a little bit more, adjust accordingly. If you add too much, well, you're out of luck. You can't add sugar to get rid of salt. Anyway, there we go. There's our chicken gnocchi cream soup. It's quite easy to make, as you can see. And if you want to spice it up, go ahead, add some other stuff. Throw some cayenne pepper in there. That can really give it some new life. But as far as basic seasonings, you'd be amazed at what you can get with just a little bit of cream, some salt and pepper. It's truly fabulous and fantastic. So let me know in the comments below if you make this style of soup or anything like it. And if you like my content, please like and subscribe. And until next time, stay awesome.